Hey, what is up everyone? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to today's video where we're going to be going over the top 5 LEGO video games that we all need. This video is going to be purely down to opinion and what games I think would be really cool to have as a LEGO video game, and also ideas that I have got from a load of different people from my Discord channel. There has been a few discussions in my Discord channel about video games that we could have as a LEGO video game and franchises that could be brought to LEGO video games as well. So I've got to give credit to all those people in there, but I will be doing a top 5 today, and hopefully if this video does well, I'll do another top 5 or even a top 10 video as well. If any of you guys are new around here, I do videos on all LEGO video games, and I also stay up to date with all the latest news on LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga. If this is something that you're interested in, then be sure to join the army and join the movement by hitting that subscribe button down below, and make sure you turn that notification bell on as well to stay up to date. So the last thing I want to point out is that if you guys want to stay up to date with the channel and any updates for the channel, I've got my social links in the description for my Twitter and Instagram. But other than that guys, I want to cut the chit chat there and let's jump straight in to the top 5 video games that we all want to see. So just to clear up before we jump into number 5, this is all down to my own opinion and others' opinions that I've seen as well throughout my Discord, just to reiterate that, because I know some people may not agree with my options and may get a bit funny in the comments, but like I said, I can do more of these videos as well to make a wider range of choice. But yeah, just to clear that up before I get absolutely attacked for any of these choices. Anyway, let's jump into number 5. So at number 5, I'm going to have to go with a video game based off Stranger Things, the Netflix TV show. First point to make about this is the TV show is absolutely awesome. I really enjoyed the TV show. I think everything about it is great. Some of the seasons may be worse than others, but overall the TV show is really good. If you haven't seen it, then wow, go check it out on Netflix. So just to give you an overview of what the TV show is, it is set in the 1980s in Indiana. It's a group of young friends that witness supernatural forces and secret government exploits. They search for answers and the children unveil a series of extraordinary mysteries. And basically a lot of things can go wrong in this TV show. We've seen them if you've seen it yourself. Stuff goes wrong, but it's sort of like the Goonies if you've ever seen that, but maybe on a more serious level and a better level in my opinion. So the reason I feel this would make a good LEGO video game is the pure fact that there's 3 seasons out so far and there will be another season coming out very soon. So that gives us a lot of opportunity to chuck a load of levels into the game. So I think there's enough content there to make a LEGO video game. And also for the sheer fact that it's such a popular franchise now. If you haven't heard of Stranger Things, then I'm sorry, but it feels like you've been living under a rock. It's a massive, massive franchise, a massive TV show, and most probably one of the biggest on Netflix as well. And it would just be good for the LEGO video games as well. It's so, like I keep saying, it's such a big franchise. There's 3 seasons, a 4th one coming, so there would be a lot of content there, and it's easily doable. So another thing I want to add for the reason for this being at number 5 is the fact that there's loads of characters as well in this game. There's also loads of different things we can do. So you've got the character 11 that's got superpowers, which would be really cool to have in the game. There would be a lot to add for that. There's also the fact that each episode goes to different places and each episode opens up a lot of doors. There's loads of different locations as well in this TV show. So it means the missions and levels in a LEGO video game would be really, really fun, and it'd be really cool to explore as well. And I feel this game could easily be free roam as well. If you've seen the TV show, you know that you got the upper world and there's an upside down world as well. So there's 2 different worlds, and that could make for a really, really good story. Overall, I'm not going to blabber on because we still got 4 more to go through, but yes, coming in at number 5 we have LEGO Stranger Things. Right, so let's jump into number 4. So coming in at number 4 is what we've already seen in a LEGO video game. If you've ever played LEGO Dimensions, you'll know about LEGO Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice is a very, very good movie that I really enjoy and is one of my favourite movies actually, and they had that in LEGO Dimensions, but I would like a whole LEGO video game based on this movie. So just to give you an idea of what Beetlejuice, if you haven't seen it, is, it's based on 2 characters, Adam and Barbara. Basically, they die in a car crash and they don't know they're dead for a while, but they're living in the same house and a new family move in. So their plan is to try and scare the family out as it's their home, and when they can't, they seek help from a bioexorcist called Beetlejuice. Don't get me wrong, it sounds like a horror movie. It's not a horror movie at all, so it would be suitable for a Lego game. I mean, of course it's suitable for a Lego game. It is in Lego Dimensions, and it's just got a really fantastic story. It's got a load of great characters, and the fact that they've put it in Lego Dimensions already, why wouldn't they make a whole Lego video game out of it now? So that's the reason why I'd like it to be a Lego video game. As I've mentioned, it's a really, really great movie. It's got the great characters, but it's also got a great storyline. And not to mention, there's sort of two different worlds. One of the characters, Adam, has like a miniature town that he builds where Beetlejuice lives. And when they say Beetlejuice 3 times, they go into that town. So that's another little world that you can teleport into as well if the game does come to life. Hopefully it does in the future. It's a game I'd really, really love to get and love to see. Obviously, it's been in Lego Dimensions, which I've played previously, but it's a bit different if it does have its own game. Either way, we can only hope. I hope you do agree with that. If you have seen it, then you're a legend. If you haven't, then go check it out. So far, at number 5, we've had Stranger Things. At number 4, we had Beetlejuice. Now let's move into our top 3. So coming in at number 3. So when it gets to the top 3, it gets a bit hard because it's like, okay, I've got to come up with something quite good here. And it all comes down to personal opinion and also something that would make for a good Lego game. So at number 3, I'm going to have to say Doctor Who. Now, Doctor Who is a massive, massive franchise. It's a massive TV show. And I'm pretty sure every single one of you that are watching this have heard of Doctor Who. There's a ton of series out. There's absolutely loads of series, loads of episodes. So if you haven't watched it, feel free to go watch it. You've got plenty of time to do it at the moment. And it's something that's going to fill your time. But it's also a great franchise. I used to watch it a lot as a kid. I've not watched it too much recently. I am still a fan. I like watching Doctor Who here and there. But as a kid, I used to be a massive fan of this. And I'd love to see it come to life in a Lego video game. To be quite honest, I'm quite surprised this hasn't actually made a Lego video game yet. It's easily possible and easily likely for this to actually be a Lego video game, so hopefully it's something that could be round the doors in the next few years. So again, Doctor Who was a part of Lego Dimensions, but like I said with the Beetlejuice, it's not the full thing. I would like a full game dedicated to Doctor Who. There's so many series, so many different Doctors, loads and loads of cool characters. It's endless with the characters, so this could make a very, very good Lego video game. So there's been quite a few Doctors now. I think my favourite I'd like to see in the Lego video game would be David Tennant or maybe Peter Capaldi or Tom Baker, but just that's my own opinion. Don't strike me down if you don't agree. That's just my personal opinion. But either way, guys, Doctor Who would make a really, really cool Lego game. Obviously, you'd have the TARDIS as well as something you could travel around in from time to time. It would be really, really cool. But let me know in the comment section, is this a good idea? Because I do think it would absolutely smash a Lego video game. So that was number 3. We're going to move on to the top 2 now. This could be really debatable. It's something more that I would really like. I'm not sure whether you guys would, but let's move on to number 2. So coming in at number 2, I would really, really like a Lego TMNT. So just in case you don't know, which I'm pretty sure you will know what it is, it's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. There's 4 turtles and, well, they're ninjas. So a big part to why I'd want this to be a Lego video game is, one, the combat style would be really cool. Obviously they're all ninjas. And the second, there's so many cool characters to this game. Obviously you've got the 4 turtles, which is Raphael, Donatello, Michelangelo and Leonardo. And then obviously you've got Splinter, which is their mentor. He's a rat. And then we've also got big bosses that we could also fight, such as Shredder. We've got Casey Jones, which would be really cool to have in the game. There's loads and loads of different characters that we could have. And the missions and levels, the ideas would be endless. I've played a fair few of the TMNT games before. I loved it as a kid. I loved buying all the toys and stuff as a kid. I loved the TV show. I used to watch it on TV all the time. Obviously there's movies out as well, which I did enjoy. They were a bit debatable, but I still enjoyed the movies. And overall, I think it would make for a really, really good Lego video game. So, saying something that might be a bit debatable, a lot of people think Lego is aimed at kids. Obviously, it is in a way, but I don't think it is. Myself, I'm 21, I do still enjoy Lego. I love playing the Lego video games, and I'd still love to play this game as well if it ever did exist, but it also aims at that target audience as well. TMNT is awesome, it's a great brand, it's a great TV show and a great idea. So hopefully it's something we will get in the future. Like I say, characters are there, the mission ideas are there, the combat style is there. There's so much stuff that is there that could make this game possible. Either way, guys, that is number 2, and now we are on to number 1, which might surprise you lot with the idea that I've got. This is really down to my own personal opinion. It's something that I'm absolutely obsessed with and love. But yeah, let's jump into number 1. So coming in at number 1, which is based on my favourite movie ever and something I would really love in a LEGO video game, and that is The Nightmare Before Christmas. So just for those who don't know what Nightmare Before Christmas is, it's a film that came out in 1994. It's an animated film. It's based on a character called Jack Skellington. He's the Pumpkin King of a town called Halloween Town. He then goes on, gets lost in the woods and finds a place called Christmas Town. Jack then becomes obsessed with Christmas Town, which then leads him to abduct Santa Claus. Jack's overall idea in this film is to become Santa Claus himself and just learn the ways of this festive season, as he is so bored of Halloween. He's done it for years and years and he wants to move on and look at Christmas in a different way. But, you know, it's such a good film. I really enjoy it. If you haven't seen it, be sure to go watch it. It's a great film. There's nothing wrong with it. I love it. But this is one of the reasons why I want it as a LEGO video game. So in this film there are tons of characters, which I won't go and name them all because we'll be here all day, but obviously you got the likes of Jack the Skeleton, the Pumpkin King, you got Oogie Boogie, you got Sally, who's obsessed with Jack the Pumpkin King as well. There's loads and loads of characters, but I won't go through them all now. You can go have a look online or watch the movie yourself. But it's also got a great story to it. It's a really good story, so it could easily play out in a LEGO video game. I've watched a fair few videos online of people using the customizer in certain LEGO video games to create Jack the Pumpkin King. I've also seen mods as well, where you can get mods to get Jack the Pumpkin King as a character. I'm saying Jack the Pumpkin King way too many times now. I'm starting to mess it up. But either way, guys, a load of people love this film, and it would definitely make for a great LEGO video game. Overall, I won't dive in too much about all these different ideas, as the video could go on forever. I just wanted to go through a top 5 of ideas that I feel that we should get and we need as LEGO video games. Some of the ideas you guys may disagree with, or some of them you may actually be like, okay, that's really cool. But what I'm going to be doing, if this video does quite well, I will create another one of maybe a top 10 or another top 5 with all different ideas, and maybe make it into a series where we just blast out all different ideas. I mean, there's loads. We could have like a Lego James Bond, Lego Simpsons. There's tons and tons of ideas that I could just rush through now, but we'll leave that for another video. If you like my top 5, then, well, give the video a like, guys. Feel free to hit me a subscribe as well if you're new around here. And be sure to turn that notification bell on for more videos like this, and to also stay up to date with all the new LEGO Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga news. Let me know in the comment section, in what order would you put my top 5? Would you put Doctor Who at number 1? Would you put Doctor Who last? Would you put Nightmare Before Christmas at 3rd or 2nd? Or would you put TMNT first? Or would you put Stranger Things more up the list rather than number 5? I don't know. Let me know your opinions in the comment section. But either way, I hope you all enjoyed, guys. Thank you ever so much for watching. I hope you all had a great weekend, and I look forward to seeing you all in the next one.